So I look crazy, but I am getting ready to go on a date with my little one because April is Autism Awareness Month, and not that that is the reason that I am going on a date with my child, but he is on spring break right now, so we usually have this thing where we go on dates to Chuck E. Cheese on Wednesday, but because I have been in school and a lot of things have been going on, we haven't really went as frequently as we used to. So I am getting ready to take him. So if you don't know, I do have a child who is autistic, and he's going to be 7 next month. So I'm planning his birthday, which I'm really excited about because I do plan on taking him away to one of his favorite places because my child, I hope my makeup looks alright because I'm using like the viewfinder to apply it, and I know I look tired, but if I try to come on camera looking beautiful every single moment, I will never be on camera, and that's not what my channel's about. So his birthday's coming up, and his birthday lands mid-May, right around the time of finals. So I was actually gonna go away for his birthday weekend, which is the day before finals, but I figured that the last time I did that, it wasn't very smart because it ended up causing me not to do well in school, which the thing with school is that if you mess up on one class, the class only comes around once a year, so you have to wait to retake the class, which is what I'm doing now. So I'm not trying to repeat that again because I really want to graduate already. So I figured it would be better timing if I was to what's it called? Plan to go away the day after my final and during the week because one is cheaper and two, I won't be feeling so jumbled, so it'll be perfect. It'll be like his birthday getaway, also like the vacation before I start working again in the hospital. So that's what I plan on looking forward to. Well, that's what I plan on doing, and I'm looking forward to that. But I'm gonna apply my makeup because this video will be like forever long if I sit here on camera and try to do it. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so the plan is basically to grab something to eat and take him to Chuck E. Cheese because he's on spring break and he is definitely wired today because usually he's in school, and because he's gonna be home for the next couple of days, I have to find ways to entertain him because he does tend to get off the chain sometimes because being an autism parent is not the easiest sometimes, and you can only take as much advice as you can from somebody who has a neurotypical kid, but when they don't really understand the circumstances 100%, it could be difficult. So that's why sometimes it's difficult for me to provide videos for you guys because just earlier I was trying to film and he's like bouncing on his trampoline and he tends to get pretty loud, and then he has OCD, so like he'll mess with the ring light. Like if I have the ring light facing a certain way, he'll turn it and then he has to have it at like a full speed because there's like sensory issues. So I don't really know if I'm gonna get too much into Ryan's autism story here in this video because it's supposed to be more so like a vlog, but like this point I just wanted to try to talk a little bit, at least in the video, somewhat, just to give you guys an understanding of what's been going on. And for those who didn't know, like I am an autism parent. Ryan does have autism. It can be difficult trying to get through schooling. He has countless appointments that we're going to all the time. He has at least 3 minimum a month. Like tomorrow he has one. So they're constantly checking on his psyche and his mental and seeing how he's doing and how he's developing. So those appointments are once or twice a month. And then we've been doing genetic appointments. We've been doing, I'm waiting for an ENT appointment that they have to do a sleep study in the hospital. So like I'm trying to get all these things done before I start going back to clinicals in the hospital because clinicals are required for schooling. So basically, like, people don't really know too much about radiology, but for nursing and being a doctor, like, you have to get the experience in the hospital as part of your schooling. So you're doing hands-on work to get the experience. So that is a lot. I'll be doing that all summer. So like, I'm giving up my summer, going back to school and doing all those things. So I'm trying to knock out all his appointments, as many as I can, because it tends to get a lot and it's overwhelming for one person. But I love my child to death. He's the only special needs child in our family that I know of. My sister's children are neurotypical, and my brother doesn't have any kids. But I don't have or know of any cousins or second cousins of mine that have like any type of what do you call that, disability and stuff like that. So like, all of this is new to me and like all my other family, like my immediate family, my mom, my brother, my sister, my uncle, and stuff like that, because it's a lot learning about Ryan. I had learned about his, I guess I could get into it a little bit. I had learned about his autism right around the time that he was like 1.5 years old, I want to say, because his doctor was tracking his progress, because you have all those doctor's appointments when they're like growing up through the newborn phase into like infant, toddler, and stuff like that. So she's like, oh, at this point there should be words. Are there words? I'm like, no. Then we go back, she's like, are there words? I'm like, no. So she tells me she's concerned, and I didn't really know, because I never really knew what autism was. I had to find out a lot about it as I became I don't really know how to, sorry, I get jumbled sometimes because my brain is trying to like formulate the words, but it's not coming out. So I had to learn about it as I went along with Ryan, and it was like, it's a long process, like, it's a lot easier now. I never really I never known what to expect, and I didn't know what to expect at the time, but he did get early intervention, which helped him a lot. It was a lot of things that I was dealing with that. There's like so many reasons why I had taken such a huge break on YouTube, but besides schooling and like the court battles, which I ended up getting full custody, which I'm really happy about, things like that, the doctor's appointments, the genetic testing and things like that we're going through, and then all the radiology stuff with schooling and stuff like that. It was a lot, but I think everything is kind of starting to get settled now, so it'll be a little bit easier. So I guess I could do an in-depth video on that. You hear when he's coming. So I'm just going to get dressed. I'm going to get him dressed, and then we're going to head out, grab something to eat, and then we're going to go to Chuck E. Cheese. So I'm going to let him do his thing, because I already know he's coming to turn the TV on, and I'm not trying to get copyrighted. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Definitely have to get more. Alright, so Ryan's not gonna eat anything that I eat, so when we go out to eat, I usually feed him before, but I'm waiting for his thermos can to come so that I could put his food in that instead. But I have his portable lunch bag or lunch box, so I'm gonna put his food in there, which is this thing, and then he could just eat when we go to Outback, so that he's not just sitting there bored. We can eat together, even though he never gets anything off the menu. We're gonna eat first. Yes. And then we're gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese after. No, we gotta eat first. I know. We're gonna eat first. Hi, just two. Right, Papa? Yeah. Say hi. Alright, you gotta wait for your thermos to come, because this is kind of a big deal. You want your toys? All I got was a burger. You excited? Oh, thank you. And he's gonna run. Ryan, I gotta buy tickets. Damn, the manager, he's like, what happened? He used to come every Wednesday. Please don't tell me my child is attacking somebody else's child. Oh, hold on. So we parallel play. This is my favorite game right here. And then he plays this one. And so we leave because his obsession is Lady McQueen and cars. Okay, so we had a little date. It's raining, the weather's nasty, and he is cranky. He tends to get tired, and then he starts to act up a little bit. So, you know, he bumped into somebody's kid, and they weren't too happy, and she gave me the dirtiest look, even though I apologized. So, you know, I'm not always gonna have people that are understanding of Ryan, and I was just kind of over it. You know, like, he was ready to go after 30 minutes, but we usually go on some days. They be having some special where it's like, I think 20 and change for like an hour. So that's what I did, but he didn't want to stay that long. So I'm just kind of tired. Honestly, it's only like 1:40 and the day is just like getting started and I'm already exhausted. So I don't know. Hopefully I could get a nap in. But yeah, we had our date. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I am tired and I'm definitely trying to get more videos out. So you guys said even if it was some normal regular vlog thing to post it, so this is what I'm doing. And yeah, it's time to go home. Ryan says subscribe.